Hello everyone, and welcome back to MyGM and WWE 2K24. We are coming off the Payback pay-per-view premium live event, to pick your poison. We're gonna get the commissioner goal for the week, because I'm gonna have another match between Nikki and Io. It is what it is. If the game's asking for it, that's a pretty good reward in return, so I'm gonna do it. We got 2 weeks on the Maxine Dupree contract. So for this week, she's going to do advertising. She's got a 4 mic skill, so I honestly might just have her do that 2 weeks in a row and let her walk. Not sure. In the meantime, though, Jackson Smooth, he won the match at Payback, so I signed him for the rest of the season. It was for like 16K, which honestly is not that bad. You know, he'll be a solid mid-card act. He can be there for a few weeks to just kind of be the dud match on the show, slowly build up popularity, get attached to the fans, and then we can put him in some big feud. It'll be great. Just trust me. Opening match is a fatal 4-way, putting together the rivalries of Damian Priest and Carmelo Hayes, as well as Dirty Dom and Cruz del Toro. No real caveat to that. Maybe they'll be next in line for an Intercontinental title shot. Maybe that's how I could spin it. Ray is tired, so he's going to do charity work this week. I already mentioned Maxine doing advertising. Piper is going to call out Nikki, since Nikki is busy with Io. Try and progress that feud a little bit more. And then the main event is a steel cage match for the Intercontinental Championship. The rivalry comes to a head tonight on SmackDown. It's not a PLE, but I don't care. I feel like we've got a fair amount of rivalries building in the background, so resolving one in the meantime should be a good at holding us over, I guess. In terms of like power cards, I still have that To the Moon. I might hold on to that for like a Zoe Stark, maybe, once she is back from the injury. And I do wonder if the reason why, if part of why her value was so low was due to the injury. So like, depending on the timing of things, maybe trading for an injured person might actually be like a really good play. I'll just be keeping an eye out for that sort of thing in the future. Yeah, I don't think I really have to bother with any of the, because what To the Moon is, they have to be less than 60 popularity, so that would be Zoe Stark. I guess I could use it on Jackson Smooth. Maybe not right away, but I'll consider it maybe. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to cover going into it. Let's go ahead and confirm, and we will jump into this week's show. So opening, it's the Fatal 4-Way. And the win goes to Dirty Dom. None of the rivalries advanced. Shoot. It was only a 3-star opener. That's not great, but it's fine, I guess. Ray got us 3,000 fans on the charity promo. Jackson Smooth one-on-one with the former champ Omos, and Omos gets his win back. Not over Jackson Smooth, but just trying to build a little bit more momentum to get back to a shot at Ray. Maxine Dupree lost 5 popularity and gained us $11,000. Io picks up the victory over Nikki Cross, so she keeps her momentum going in a 2.5-star match. No, why? Piper did the promo, but nothing happened. We're not having much luck on rivalries this week, but it's okay, because this should make up for it. Concluding the rivalry in a steel cage, it is Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso, who is victorious over his brother Jimmy. 4.5 stars, and the rivalry is over, and Jey is the new Intercontinental Champion.
1, 2, that's it. Ring the bell.
Okay, so Tiffany Stratton is finally in the ring. She teams up with Tamina in victory in a 2.5-star match. Indy Hartwell went up 1 popularity. JD McDonough defeats the fisherman guy, Johnny the fisherman, whatever his name was. Oh, Dijak is here, and he calls out Seth Rollins. So a new challenger has appeared. Ronda Rousey defeats Nova Northern Light in a disappointing match. Julius Creed goes up 2 popularity on the self promo, and then main event, it's Joaquin Wilde and Karrion Kross in a tables match. And the victory goes to Joaquin Wilde. 2.5, not a good show from ECW this week. Channing Stacks Lorenzo, coming off the feud with The Miz, starts a new one with Ivar, and he gets the victory in the match as well. Montez Ford picks up the upset victory over Big E, and it only got 2 stars though, and no feud out of that one. This call-out promo doesn't do anything. Ilya Dragunov and The Miz, and the win goes to The Miz, so he bounces back from his loss to Lorenzo on the previous show. Luke Gallows, nothing happens on the self promo, and then the main event, tag team title tables match, NXT women's tag team titles are on the line. And Becky and Fallon Henley retain over Bayley and Alba Fire in a 3.5-star main event. Finn Balor is victorious over Tony D'Angelo in the opening match, only 2.5. Rhea goes up 1 on the self promo. Roxanne Perez makes her WCW debut. She's taken on Isla Dawn. And Roxanne is victorious, so good for her. She's finding success over on WCW, and that's her first rivalry on that show. Candice LeRae goes up 1 popularity on the self promo. Carmella is victorious over a couple of enhancement talent in a triple threat. It got 2 stars. In the main event, WCW tag team titles on the line. Akira Tozawa and LA Knight taking on the team of Braun Breaker and Eric. But thanks to the run-in from Randy Orton, the victory goes to Tozawa and Knight. So yeah, I think that's a very clear victory for SmackDown this week. We did conclude a rivalry, and, you know, we didn't really get any progress on any of our other ones, unfortunately. But 103 rating score, we got plus 55,000, and yeah, that money, I think now should start adding up pretty quickly now that we have the Tier 3 arena. I definitely feel like prioritizing the arenas is the way to go in terms of financials. ECW plus 34,000. NXT plus 44,000, and WCW went up plus 42,000. So I think that should put us back in first place. Let's go, actually by quite a bit. We now have a pretty decent lead. I hope that doesn't manifest in, now that we have the arena and can get all this money, that now we just win the MyGM for the rest of the game. Maxine's contract will expire 71K. I think I'm gonna use her to advertise and let her walk, and maybe use that money to sign someone else. How about you and I have ourselves a little partnership in the next few weeks? You have my back and I'll have yours. So she wants me to do interference. Okay. I think I'm gonna say yes. And maybe just sign a jobber and make the jobber unhappy. Damian Priest. Seeing the work I've been putting in, I'm ready to run a main event match. Yeah, I think that's fair. I have to do it this week, which he has 40 popularity, or 40 stamina, I should say. So I just have to hope that he doesn't get injured. Yeah, let's, I have to hope he doesn't get injured, I say, as I look at the stipulations I can run. Falls count anywhere is a lot of stamina. That wouldn't be very good. I'm not gonna do ambulance though. I might just leave it as this. No, if it's the main event, I want to add a little more to it. Quality boost low, quality boost low. Tables? Wait, what was the commissioner goal? Most popular fighter? Oh, is that Priest? Well, I never really had a shot at that one. I don't care if I don't get the veto champ. It's whatever. So I could get fog effects if I wanted to, but I'm not interested at the moment. Doesn't look like any of our superstars have the ring experience to level up just yet. All right, so the card for week 12 has been booked. We're gonna fulfill the promise to EO. We're gonna fulfill the promise to Damian Priest. We are not, however, going to fulfill the commissioner goal because, well, these two just, it was never gonna happen. The moment I took the promise from Damian Priest, it was over. We were done. Not gonna bother scouting for this week either, I don't think. We're gonna open the show, Extreme Rules. It's Cruz del Toro and Dirty Dom. Yeah, trying to take advantage of the match specialty for Dom. Cruz del Toro is gonna have to rest after that, but that'll put the rivalry at level 3, so we'll still be in a good spot. Trying to get Ray and Omos to level 4. We'll see if the call-out promo works this time. GM interference on Maxine Dupree. I decided to just book her in a match and let other people rest. So, you know, she can go ahead and be the one to get upset from the interference on EO's behalf. Jimmy Uso, I'm going to have him do a training promo. I could have had it be maybe like a Jackson Smooth or an Omos, but Jimmy Uso, Jackson Smooth, one promo skill, I don't think it would go well either way. And then Omos, he has a little less stamina, so I think it'll just be more successful with Jimmy. Also, what I'm realizing, though, while putting a guy like Jackson Smooth, like high stamina, throwing him into a big stipulation match, like on the one hand, what that'll do is, you know, potentially get a decent rating for the show if I'm really struggling that week. But it'll also give Jackson Smooth ring experience, which would be very valuable. So I'll keep an eye on that. And then I think I'm going to have Jey Uso do a class change. I'm going to have Jey Uso become a fighter and potentially... Never mind. I read that wrong. Do I even have a bruiser? Not at the moment. I think I might stick to it anyway because I have... My roster is still predominantly cruisers and giants, and then I can sign a bruiser or I can trade for a bruiser. I think either would work. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this anyway. And then in the mid card, we have the triple threat with Nikki Cross, Zoe Stark, and Piper Niven trying to advance the feud with Nikki and Piper. Yeah, because those are the women I have. I'm gonna go ahead and slap a pre-match physio card that I just purchased onto Nikki Cross so she doesn't get hurt. And I'm also gonna play a To the Moon power card on Zoe Stark. So we're gonna go ahead and get her some momentum here on the blue brand. And then I don't think I need to bother with anything else. Main event is a tables match. Carmelo Hayes and Damian Priest. Not gonna spend anything on show logistics right now. Might save up for a level 3 or just when I have a little bit more extra cash to throw around. So we'll confirm the book for the week, and WCW is up first. Women's tag team title match. It's Karen Compactor and Carmella taking on Carrie Rush and Candice LeRae. And the win goes to Carrie Rush and Candice LeRae, so they both have the color purple, I guess. Rhea Ripley goes up +1 on the popularity. Yeah, I mean, since I took Maxine Dupree, she's not in a feud, so I guess that's their way of letting her rest without just her popularity plummeting. Finn Balor and Tony D'Angelo 1-on-1. And Finn gets the win in the rematch from last week, 2 stars. Randy Orton goes up 1 on the self promo. Isla Dawn and Roxanne Perez, this time in an Extreme Rules match. And this time it is Isla Dawn who picks up the win. Yeah, I'm not sure why they had that in the mid-card. That probably should have been the opener. I guess maybe they thought that the tag title match would do better, but it had 2 enhancement talent. Interesting choice. Also, like, are they even gonna re-sign Carrie Rush? I feel like that title match is just gonna not amount to anything if they don't re-sign her.
That's it. Ring the bell.
And in the main event, it is a tables match, but it was non-title. So Braun Breaker and Eric get the win, but they don't take the titles with them.
1, 2. That's it. Bring it.
Once again, Channing Stax Lorenzo picks up the win over Ivar in the opener. The Miz goes up 4 popularity on the self promo, so I feel like we don't get successful self promos very often, but good for Mike. Alba Fire and Fallon Henley. That is a win for Alba Fire, and that feud is at level 4 now. I guess that's one they've kind of been building in the background. This continues to do nothing. Bayley and Becky Lynch. Again, why is this in the mid-card? It's for the women's title. 2 of the 4 horsewomen. Let's see who takes it. And it's Bayley, who is the new NXT Women's Champion. Ooh, and that's a new rivalry, Bayley and Becky. That should be good. Yeah, what were they thinking? I get that they had the rivalry already building with Ivar and Channing Stax Lorenzo, but, like, Bayley and Becky, I think, just had the higher popularity, and the title was on the line. A bit of a head-scratcher on that one. Scarlett cuts a charity promo, and it worked. And main event title match, MVP and Big E. We're back to this. And Big E retains. It got 4.5 stars. I don't even know what that rivalry is at this point.
1, 2. That's it. It's over. Hit the bell.
Shinsuke Nakamura defeats R-Truth in the opener. That feud is at level 4. Tamina goes up 3 popularity on the self promo. Tamina has a promo skill of 5? Was there a promo card? Like, did they have a power card that they used at some point? I feel like there's no way her base promo skill is a 5.
1, 2. That's it. Ring the bell.
Alexa Bliss and Blair Davenport win the tag match. 2 stars, but that's a feud now, I guess, if they want to follow up on it. Tiffany Stratton up 1 on the self promo.
Ring that bell.
Dijak and Kit Wilson are a team now, and they defeat Seth Rollins and Julius Creed. Joaquin Wilde advances the feud with Karrion Kross to level 4. And the match of a lifetime. ECW Television Championship is on the line. John the Fisherman takes on JD McDonough. I think it was Veer who won the title last time, but maybe they traded Veer. Not sure. And JD McDonough is the new ECW Television Champion. That got 3 stars. I don't think that was their best match on the card. And now it's time for our show. Cruz del Toro and Dirty Dom, Extreme Rules. The win, once again, goes to Dirty Dom. It got 4 stars. And I'm not confident the main event is going to outperform that, but we had to do it for Damian Priest. Okay, Rey Mysterio got the feud to level 4. Love to see it.
2. That's 3. Bell.
EO, thanks to the GM interference from Tyler Breeze, gets that win over Maxine Dupree. No, that's not a feud. We're just going to ignore that. Ooh, okay, +6 ring experience for Jimmy Uso. Nice, nice. Triple threat, Zoe, Nikki, and Piper.
It's over. Hit the bell.
And Nikki Cross gets the win. Ooh, wow, 3.5. It didn't even advance the feud, but it did pretty well. I wonder if, like, having the specialist in there maybe, like, evens out the classes not matching up perfectly between Nikki and Piper. I might look at that one. Jey Uso is a fighter now. We'll see what we can do with that. And then main event tables match, Carmelo Hayes and Damian Priest. And it is Carmelo Hayes with the victory. Ooh, that was bad. Yeah, that's not a good show. That's not a good drama curve out of us. But we fulfilled the promise to Damian Priest, I guess. Maybe I should have made it a submission match. Yeah, poor finale. Oh my god, comparing it to, like, NXT 2.0, which had a hell of a finale. Oh, I forgot to do the... Wait, I can go back. Oh, nice. Okay. Class matchups? A 5. So, yeah, I guess the specialist must have balanced out the fighter and giant not matching up very well. Huh. Interesting. That's good to keep in mind. I'm not sure if that'll be the case every time, but I'll take it. WCW got a 101 for plus 45,000. Apparently, Candice and Carrie are a good tag team for what that's worth. NXT 2.0, 106 for plus 55,000. Yeah, I'm seeing they're getting pretty high numbers. WCW or ECW, 98 for plus 43,000. I wonder what kind of logistics they've been working with. And then we got a 95 plus 39,000. Yeah, there goes our lead. Oh, no, I guess not. We had enough of a lead that we are just barely holding on over ECW. Or NXT 2.0, actually. WCW still in last. Nothing has changed. What on earth? Back Alley Crew. Select an opposing brand who must use a Tier 1 crew logistic during next week's show. Okay. Yeah, the way the show worked out wasn't great for us. EO's happy, and Carmelo Hayes looking to appear at Fastlane. So Tier 1 crew? I think the crew was one I had upgraded, but honestly, that's not a big loss or anything. I could always go for the next advertising, get a bigger network deal payout, but I might not. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's episode. Thank you for tuning in, everybody, and I will catch you next time.